Do you know the biggest reason most people stay broke their entire lives? It's not because they don't make enough money. It's because they never set the right financial goals. And the scary part, without a clear roadmap, you could work for decades and still end up with nothing to show for it. So what are the top financial goals everyone should have? Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you handle money forever. And there's one goal near the end that most people overlook, yet it could save you thousands of dollars over time. Number 1. Build a starter. Emergency fund. Picture this. Your car breaks down on a Monday morning. The repair bill, around $1,200. Most Americans would have to put that on a credit card and rack up interest. That's why your first financial goal should always be to save a starter emergency fund. Aim for at least $1,000 to $2,000 set aside just for emergencies. It doesn't have to be fancy. Even keeping it in a basic savings account works. For example, Lisa, a single mom from Ohio, started by saving $50 per paycheck and reached $1,000 in just 10 months. She now sleeps better at night knowing she can handle life's little surprises without going into debt. Number 2. Pay off high-interest debt. If you're drowning in credit card balances, it's like trying to swim with a cinder block tied to your ankle. The average credit card interest rate in the USA is over 20%, which means every month you carry that balance, you're handing over your hard-earned cash to the bank. Your goal should be to pay off high-interest debt as soon as possible. Focus on one card at a time. Maybe start with the smallest balance for a quick win or tackle the highest interest rate to save more money long-term. For example, Mark in Florida used the snowball method, paying off one $600 card first, then rolling that payment into the next card. Within 2 years, he was debt-free. Number 3. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. Now that you've tackled high-interest debt, it's time to beef up your emergency fund. This is your shield against job loss, medical emergencies, or a big unexpected expense. How much should you save? Most experts recommend 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you spend around $2,500 a month, you'd want to save at least $7,500 to $15,000. It may sound intimidating, but small steps add up. Abby and Jake, a young couple from Texas, saved $200 a month and built a 5-month cushion over 2 years. When Jake lost his job, they didn't panic. They had time to figure things out. Number 4. Start saving for retirement now. Here's a sobering thought. The earlier you start saving for retirement, the less you need to save overall. That's because of the power of compound interest. For example, if you invest just $300 a month starting at age 25 and earn an average of 7% return, you'll have over $750,000 by the time you're 65. But if you wait until you're 35 to start, you'll end up with less than half of that. So open that 401k at work or an IRA. Even if you can only afford $50 or $100 a month to start, just get started. Future you will thank you. Number 5. Build a budget that actually works. No one likes the word budget, but here's the truth. Your money needs a plan. Without it, you're just guessing. Start by tracking your income and your spending for 1 month. Then assign every dollar a job. Some for bills, some for saving, and yes, even some for fun. Apps like Mint or even just a notebook can help. Tom, a teacher from Michigan, realized he was spending $250 a month on takeout without even noticing. Once he cut that in half, he could save $1,500 more per year. That's a vacation or a bigger emergency fund right there. Number 6. Plan for big purchases the smart way. We all have big-ticket items we want. A car, a house, maybe even a wedding. But too many people just swipe a credit card or take out a giant loan. Instead, set up sinking funds for those big goals. For example, if you want to buy a $6,000 used car in 2 years, set aside $250 every month. Danielle from California wanted a dream wedding without going into debt. She and her fiancé saved $400 a month and paid for it in cash. They still talk about how much better it felt than being stuck with wedding loans. Number 7. Protect yourself with the right insurance. Life happens, and the best way to protect all your hard work is with insurance. At minimum, you should have health insurance, car insurance, and renters or homeowners insurance. If you have dependents, get term life insurance. It's surprisingly affordable, often less than $30 a month for a healthy young adult. Take Megan, who lost her husband unexpectedly when she was only 35. His life insurance paid off their mortgage and gave her and her kids financial security during the toughest time of their lives. Number 8. Invest in your own education. Here's one that most people overlook. Your earning potential is your biggest financial tool. Set a goal to invest in yourself. Maybe that means finishing a degree, getting a certification, or learning a high-income skill like coding or sales. For example, Chris was earning $15 per hour in retail. After taking a 6-month online course in digital marketing, he landed a job making $28 per hour. That's a game changer. Number 9. Give your money a purpose beyond yourself. This one might surprise you. Giving. Studies show that people who give money, even in small amounts, report higher levels of happiness and less stress. It doesn't have to be much. Maybe it's $20 a month to your favorite charity or helping a friend in need. Jessica, who donated $25 a month to a local food bank, said it gave her a sense of purpose and helped her stay motivated with her own goals. Number 10. Plan for the legacy you leave behind. Think about what happens when you're gone. Make it a goal to have a will. Keep your beneficiary designations up to date and organize your financial documents. It's not just for the wealthy. Everyone needs a basic plan. When Michael passed away unexpectedly, his family found his clear instructions and avoided costly legal battles. Planning ahead is one of the kindest things you can do for the people you care about. Number 11. Improve your credit score. Your credit score is like your financial report card, and it can save you thousands of dollars in interest over your lifetime. A higher score means better loan terms, lower rates, and more financial options. Start by paying your bills on time, keeping credit card balances low, and checking your credit report for errors at least once a year. For example, Emily noticed a mistake on her credit report, an old paid-off account still showing as delinquent. She disputed it. Her score jumped 50 points, and she qualified for a much lower mortgage rate. Number 12. Automate your savings. Life gets busy, and it's easy to forget to save. That's why automating your savings is such a powerful goal. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account every payday, so you never even see that money. In your checking account, Jason, a young dad, automated $100 a month into his emergency fund without thinking about it. After a year, he had over $1,200 saved without feeling the pinch. Number 13. Diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Another classic rule of money. Once you've started investing, make it a goal to spread your investments across different types of assets like stocks, bonds, and maybe even real estate. For example, Olivia invested everything in just one company's stock. When it tanked, she lost half her savings. Now she invests in broad index funds and sleeps better at night knowing her money is more protected. Number 14. Save for your kids' future. If you have kids or plan to someday, helping them avoid student debt is a gift that keeps giving. Consider opening a 529 plan or a custodial account like a UGMA or UTMA for their education. Ben and Sarah put $50 a month into a 529 plan for their son starting at birth. By the time he turned 18, they had over $20,000 saved for his college tuition. Number 15. Set fun money goals too. Money isn't just about bills and retirement. You deserve to enjoy the ride. Set a financial goal to save for something fun, like a dream vacation, a hobby, or a home renovation. Tina saved up $3,000 over 2 years for her bucket list trip to Italy. She still smiles every time she thinks about it. Number 16. Review and adjust your goals regularly. Life changes, and so should your goals. At least once a year, sit down and review your progress. See what's working and adjust your plans if needed. David thought he'd need $10,000 for a car, but after reviewing his priorities, he decided to buy used and put the rest toward his retirement. Now you know the most important financial goals everyone should have, but here's the big question. Which one will you start with today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which goal you're tackling first.